too bad it's raining.
We should get the razors out.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen today.
No, not today.
But soon, it's drying up. It's supposed
Can't
to.
wait to get my bike out. I've only been able to ride it once.
Are you serious? Nah, I bet not.
There's insulation up there.
They have like an integrated knee pad with it, you know. It's
Do they have fucking life support built into them in case shit breaks?
I know, right?
What? I mean,
Going in the junk.
come with a flush seat.
That would be something.
Is it up there?
I don't know. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, cool. I'm glad it's in the least visible spot possible. I actually like the look of it all.
Man, I was thinking run it this way. I'm glad Todd said do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks good.
It lines up good.
Well, that's what he was saying. He was saying that they needed to do it those pieces because they couldn't get them to the right measurement. They'd have to overlap it somewhere, and this would look more neat.
He said you'd have a seam in it.
Looks pretty cool.
I think.
I like it.
So instead of another piece of plywood or drop, you just put that up.
And we're insulated.
Yeah.
We've got the original insulation underneath. We've got another layer of brand new insulation over the original insulation, and then we're going to put this up in different places. We're going to use different colors. So in the kitchen, we'll have actual copper tiles,
Right.
2x2 grid copper tiles. For some of it, we'll have some red and white or red and black checkerboard stuff, and then for here, we're going to flow with this stuff. It's what do they call it? It's basically like a silver. It's a high luminescent white.
Oh, it's Illuminous or something like that?
Illuminous, I think
Yeah,
that's what it's
yeah.
called.
So this is the steel that we're using on the outside. We're building. There's a new building going behind here.
That you're gonna build from scratch.
Yeah, they're putting in. It's a 68 by 60 slab. We're waiting on weather to pour that slab, and then they're putting in a brand new building. And this is the roof, and we're using a red roof, and then we're reskinning this roof. We're re-roofing this existing building in this steel also, but in that super bright red.
Sweet.
So behind here, kind of in an L shape off of this corner, is a 68 by 60, 17 tall or 24 tall. I don't remember how tall. It's a big fucking building. It's huge. And then as soon as we're done, it's built in a manner that we can bolt another one on and build another 60. So
It'd be modular.
yeah, we're building. It's a 60 by 68, but it's going to be 120 by 68 when we're done with it. And then off the edge here, we're putting a 60-foot pad that follows this pad, 60 feet wide by 60, with a 40-inch. The roof line continues out 40 feet, so we can bring the trucks under, unload out of the weather, keep our tractors and shit out there, keep everything covered out there. And then on the side, there's 3 roll-up doors coming in and 3 going out, so we can drive straight through the building, the new building, on the backside. So that'll let me. I'll reclaim this area here as garage. And that'll be, you know, the razors and all the cool shit. When customers and clients and stuff come, that shit will all be sitting there. And that'll let us move our manufacturing and expand our existing manufacturing further as we need to go.
Yeah.
And then put warehousing behind it. And as we need to move, we can build another piece and then just keep moving back.
You think you'll have that done by the end of the year? Hoping to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to pour the new build. They'll build the new building faster than they'll build this building.
Wow.
Yeah, because they don't have to tear it apart.
Because we had to gut this one out, and we don't really know what we're doing. This is like lounge and offices and shit like that.
Upstairs that's for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is offices up here. Downstairs is manufacturing. That's just open bay. The new building, yeah, they'll have the new building up in 4 weeks. Like, we're literally waiting on weather to pour the concrete.
What about like a fireman's pole or stripper pole?
We got a fireman's pole.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I have 2. We have 2 stripper poles too. Ricky recommended a couple that we bought when she was here for alumni several years. So we've got that, and then we kind of put the fireman pole on hold just to see once the staircase is set.
Okay.
I'll be taking some lessons at the burlesque troupe in Nashville this week.
Hey, dude, that's legit stuff. When I was there in November, Aaron and Ricky invited me to one of the burlesque shows. That's legit, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Ricky and her girls are performing at the NRA party.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys not know that?
Oh, let me tell you, it is legit. Aaron said you want, and Aaron was filming because he had to get the stuff, and I'm like, it's gonna. It was way better than I anticipated.
Oh, yeah.
The girl I was going out at the time, she went. She's like, "What'd you think?" She's like, "It was legit." Yeah. So.
There's a pretty good trip in Eureka Springs, Arkansas too. Burlesque troupe.
Yeah, I didn't know they traveled. That
Well, Ricky's girls win everything. Hands down. Like,
Where are they from? Are they from Nashville?
They're from
Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
But like she owns a studio.
Oh, right on.
Aaron and Ricky do. But Ricky's girls anything they show up at, they win.
Then this isn't the same people that I'm taking lessons. I answered that deal on Craigslist.
I knew what he was talking about right after that. I was like,
didn't know
here
where
it
was
comes.
going. So that's all we came to look at. They put some steel. They just wanted to sign off on it, and that's what we're gonna run.
Wow.
I think it'll give a cool look.
It's
in
a
here.
great
Yeah, I
look,
think it's
man.
gonna-
It will,
Anything
especially with-
industrial like that, like
Especially, that's what everything through here is.
you know how like they're doing instead of doing ductless, you know, you hide it.
Yeah.
You just put the tubes going down. It looks really cool.
We wanted it's called spiral pipe.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive, and we wanted to run that. We didn't have the ceiling, right? Like we need this building to be 4 feet taller. Unfortunately,
It's massive.
it wasn't.
Right.
That's why the ceilings are low downstairs. That's why we're low upstairs.
Right.
Just we made it work.
Legs everywhere, legs and arms.
Who do you have doing the construction?
Todd Prince Construction, Todd out of here, local dude. They build a lot of huge spec homes and stuff.
Oh, wow.
We were in a home yesterday. They're building. It's
For 4,000
4,000 square feet. It looks like a big horse barn, and he has some high dollar horses which are downstairs on the side. You come in and it's a garage, a mudroom, and stalls, and then upstairs is divided and it's got kind of a barn shape to it. So the bathrooms inside are fucking huge. The rooms are huge. The living area is big. It's pretty neat. We just went in to look. We went over there to look at this metal. As a matter of fact, he put on that job. No, eventually you won't see any of this wood that's up there.
These all had to be put in brand new.
What's
These
that?
beams?
No, this was an existing building.
Okay.
So this wasn't here. We built all this. This was just one
Just
building,
one big,
the height
tall-
of that. Yeah. So we came through. I wanted a loft. There was a little loft in place. It used to be a nightclub, so they had kind of like a little VIP lounge. So I saw that and I'm like, that's cool. So take that and cover 70% of the building. So we gutted. They gutted all that shit down. Brought this in. But when they mathed it out, they said, okay, you got to have a pole every 8 feet to do it out of stick construction with a 4x4. Every 8 feet on square, there's a pole. So there's been 100 poles downstairs. Like that doesn't work. Come up, give me something else. Steel beams support the floor off of these girders with cables. And they said they talked to some engineers, so we ended up running a tri-laminate beam, and then they ran 3 of those beams the length. So there's off of here, there's 3 beams, and then off of here, there's 3 beams. And then we only had to use 4 poles per beam, and that's what's encased in those cases.
Right.
So they're just jacks is all it is, with big pieces of all thread on it.
And that gave you living load.
Yeah, he said you could put anything up there.
Yeah,
after
water
that.
beds,
You go-
fish
whatever.
tanks, swimming. Like they said, any weight we want. I said you got to build this because we want a bunch of safes and a bunch of heavy shit up top.
Right.
And that's what they came up with.
Yeah, I think last time I was here, like last year, it was you just had like that quarter that was the loft, and
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when we first bought it.
that's a lot of progress for a couple of months.
It is. Is it raining outside? What am I hearing? The heater going?
Heater in the shop.
I want to hear. This should cut down some more of that sound too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it.
Once they glass case that in, to glass that off, you won't
So-
hear anything up here.
Right now we're like all the construction's done. Like the framing in and all the rough finish work and all that stuff. That shit's done. So 70% of the work's done. Now
You like this in
things speed up and we're involved in it a lot more. Where do you want this? How do you want that? What colors do you want? Shit like that. But that's the expensive shit too.
Yeah.
So right now we're at. Somebody was asking the other day. They said, "What were we at?" So right now we're at about $200,000 probably after purchase of the property and the
Yeah.
building. In construction, we're at about 200 grand done. The next part of it is where your bigger pieces like the kitchen, the cabinets are 25 grand, and then you got the glass. I've got $20,000 in glass going in here.
Yeah.
That's not done. So it's just now the stuff. It's the cool shit that you really see, but those are the big money items.
Right.
You write a check fucking for $20,000, and that's like materials on one piece of something. But we're gonna be here a long ass time. We all spend more time here than we do at home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So
Exactly.
it'll be cool.
So I guess your next project is an aircraft carrier.
Aircraft carrier, maybe a helicopter.
Don't
you
be
go,
silly.
man.
Who needs an aircraft carrier? We're landlocked now. A helicopter's
John,
a
this
totally
is the
different
perfect place for you
story.
to have a helicopter right here. You just put a A-frame little steel hanger out there in the back.
Hell
Put
yeah.
a Hughes 500. Wheel it out.
Yeah, but I don't
I'm going.
want a little helicopter. I need to be able to take like 12 dudes with me.
Gives
Then
a
you're
whole
gonna
new
have to
meaning
get
to nylon airdrop.
Huh?
Gives a whole new meaning to the phrase nylon airdrop.
I was joking. I'm like, we should buy an island, and some real estate dude
Yeah.
fucking kicked me out. Like within 15 minutes, he had all the buy information and the fucking coordinates and the Google Earth and shit. It was fucking someplace within an hour of here, a big ass island you could put a house and shit on. And
Wow.
yeah, we're not buying that.
Who
either.
owns that?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was for sale.
That would solve
I'd
your,
sell
your
islands
moat
too.
issue.
Your what issue?
Moat.
The moat. He was talking about putting a moat here with the
Yeah,
wall.
but
Yeah.
if you have an
You
island,
know
you
what?
can't.
He talking about the website because when I was in Kentucky a few months. I put a post. I said there's a freaking castle in Kentucky. He's like, yeah, this is the website for the castles. And I went to. I'm like, I didn't realize it was really castles.
Dude, there are a shitload
Yeah.
of castles, like castles that they've stone by stone reconstructed and brought over, castles
Where?
that they've poured block in.
There's one in
place.
Kentucky.
Look up castles for sale within the United States, dude. There's fucking hundreds.
There's one
of
right
them.
outside of Lexington when I was on my way here. Yeah,
You can get
in
them.
Kentucky.
You can get them from a few $100,000 to multi-million-dollar 40-bedroom, marble in place granite, fucking crazy castles.
Wow. We have a lot of those in New York. There was a thing like in New York, late 1800s, early 1900s, where like the royal family, or not the royal family, but like the nobility families, they were like broke, so they married into the American mercantile wealth. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you had some guy. Hey, I've got $100 million, or whatever the 1890s equivalent of that is. I'll just get a castle.
And they fucking built those
Yeah.
motherfuckers, and they're still there today.
There's one in Central Park even.
Yeah, and some of them are out like they've been modernized. They're some cool shit.
I think you should do that instead of the house you had in mind, Lance. Just build a
I
castle.
want to do tiny castle.
Yeah.
It's really just a bounce house.
Have fun storming the castle.
You have to be careful, man. Tornado picked that up.
Right.
Cool beans, man. It'll be good to come back in 4 months and see the progress.
It'll look
so.
very different. Yeah, anybody doesn't know, we're having another party here July 4th.
Oh, nice.
And really, I want to do an alumni weekend, which is the next weekend, but I think that it would just fuck things up and it would take traffic away from the NRA banquet.
Mm.
And
The NRA banquet's on the same weekend as Alumni Weekend,
Yeah.
like that
It
Saturday
always
night.
has
Yeah,
been.
yeah.
Okay.
Unless something's changed, it always
Right.
is. So we're going to go to that, and the week before, being the 4th of July, we're going to do our party. We have a pyrotechnics company that's coming in and doing a 20-minute choreographed fireworks show. And then we have Moonshine Bandits, Demon Jones, the Bama Boys, and I think we have the Georgia Boys coming back. And so we'll have 4 bands. So it'll be kind of an all-day thing. And then we're going to have some food trucks come in, and we're going to bring some vendors in. So like industry friends, like Green Force Tactical, NSR Tactical, any of those dudes, we're inviting them to come out if they're coming anyways, bring some shit, set up a table. So we're going to try to make it, I said in the beginning we want to do this every 3 to 4 months. We've always got employees and friends and family and shit that have birthdays, so we just kind of do a birthday / SOE party. But if we can turn it into kind of an industry thing, it'll pay for some of those dudes to be here. Christian drives out here and sells fucking 50, 60 holsters.
Mm-hmm.
He profited a little, paid for his trip. So that's how we're going to do it. And we've got enough room here to do it. And it beats a gun show. You'd make more money fucking here on a weekend than you would at any gun show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, James was saying gun shows these days are mostly collectors anyway.
Gun shows are like fucking swap meets these days. Have you been to one?
Yeah,
So there's one like every 4 weeks in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of like rascal scooters and dudes telling war stories and dudes asking way too much for anything you would want to buy. For sure.
Yeah, last time I was at a gun show, somebody was talking about how all you have to do is rock the 12 gauge, and that just apparently takes down the airliners.
There's always some dipshit saying something. That's anywhere though. It's just whether or not you're.
Is it because of the frequency of the sound that it messes with the electronics?
I'm not sure. I think it's just like it's like the massive 12 gauge base.
Maybe the motion throws the gyro off.
I mean, modern aircraft are so sensitive these days.
That's true.
So sensitive. So as I'm taxiing out to go take off, I'm looking at my iPhone.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't put your phone in safe mode while you're flying?
The only reason I do is it saves my battery.
What
Like literally, there were times when we were lower, so we were the prop planes. And we'd be at like 10,000 feet, going from Erie to Philly, and your phone will ring, and your wife's your girl's calling you, and you're like, "Are you serious?" And it'll work every once in a while, you'll just get a cell tower, but
So are you a
it
pilot?
doesn't. Yeah,
Do you still fly?
yeah, fly. I work over there in Afghanistan, so
Cool.
yeah, it's the doing it 4 years now.
So you do rotor wing also?
I haven't flown rotor wing in like 14 years, but I can do it. I'm licensed and stuff
So when he
like
was
that.
talking about the helipad, that was actually serious.
Yeah, I was
I knew
serious.
he was somehow involved in that.
I kept telling. That's why I keep telling James. I'm like, yeah, I don't know anything about your business, but you sure could use an airplane, dude. Like, with all the driving you do, like all the shit you bring with you. I mean, I'm not talking about a 737, but you get a plane and you go out.
Medium weight or something.
You're saving so much time. I know.
We looked at chartering just the time for going to SHOT Show and traveling and luggage and shit. We were almost. I mean, it cost me $10,000 to fly our guy, $12,000 to fly to SHOT Show this year with the people we took
on the airlines.
Yeah. And the time involved. I mean, it would almost wash to do a medium weight plane. We can do one for $25,000.
Right.
And he'll fly into Vegas and wait and fucking be there when we're ready to leave.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
Yeah. We're almost there. Like we keep saying we're going to do it next year. We're going to do it next year. We might actually do it this.
Well, for you might want to look into
like a co-op or
well,
something.
yeah, I mean, but there are like strict co-ops where you'll literally buy a quarter share in something, and then you'll have access to it for a certain amount of hours a year. Then they also have it where it's your airplane, you buy it, but then you have a company manage it for you that will fly it when you don't fly it to make you money.
So they rent it out.
Yeah. I mean, it's all under strict guidelines, and they do their everything by the book. But yeah, when you don't want to use it, you're not going to use it for 2 weeks. They'll go make money with it.
Yeah, we're
They'll get a cut.
We're not at that level yet to buy the airplane I'd want to buy. But
but yeah, I mean, there's ball-in jets, and then there's like jets that are like, or even planes that are, depending on what you want to do. So for James, he would need a pretty practical airplane. Something that can haul lots of crap, and then guys, for people that don't haul lots of crap, just be, you could go different. So, but yeah.
So are there FAA guidelines for weapons mounted on planes, civilian planes?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, weapons like on them.
Yeah.
Like
like
shoot
fixed
down
out
on them?
Right, yeah.
Like make it a
That's not happening.
Okay.
like doing
Along
close
with
air
like-
support with your freaking Piper.
Along with fuel pods, like there's regulations as to how much fuel each plane can carry as well.
Oh wow.
Like ultralights between, you can only have 15 gallons of fuel in certain ultralight aircraft. They're probably not gonna let you do those drop fuel pods either. They're not gonna let you have that shit.
Can't jettison tanks.
It's like there were so many times in the last 2 weeks where indirect fire would have been awesome.
Shit, I'd just be happy to have a fucking powered parachute.
I was gonna say.
But hey, you can do what you want. I mean, you go out and get a helicopter, and then you've seen guys do it. I mean, red jacket, whatever, and they'll just, you get whatever, you got enough, you got a class 3 and you got a 240, you mount a rack in there, put the swing arm so it can't swing in places it shouldn't, and you can go with it. I mean, you can put anything on that if you want, as long as you, especially if it's a private plane. If it's like a public use plane, like you're chartering and you're making money with it, airline use, it's different, but when it's your airplane, you can do kind of what you want, so. Yep.
Haley's got those powered parachutes. Those things seem cool. I talked to Travis a couple of years ago about those. You can get into those for $8,000. Nice ones.
Mm-hmm.
And we could take that out. We could take off from here with that.
Yeah.
See Pablo just flying by.
Not me.
Scared of heights?
No, just that kind of stuff.
What do you think? That was good. I was picturing it running the other direction. I'm glad they did it that way.
Oh no, I knew when he said 5-foot sections that he meant this way.
No, I
because-
knew. Yeah, that's when I knew.
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna do it the other way.
The problem is that then you would have to overlap it.
No, we know why we're not
Too
doing
much.
it. Shh. You just stand there.
How much is your capacity going to go after all of this goes online?
How long?